Congratulations! If you're watching this video, you're probably getting ready to head out on your study abroad trip, and you've been selected to capture some video content. This video is a quick tutorial so you can understand the step-by-step process when capturing this footage. You will probably be using a GoPro or your cell phone device. Remember, the idea is that once you come back from your trip, we will use all this content to create a recap video of your experience while you were abroad. So we encourage you to capture footage during your day-to-day activities or even when you're in a classroom, whatever is allowed while you're in the study abroad program. During this video, you'll be hearing from Kevin. Kevin will be walking you through the step-by-step process on how to capture good content and what we're gonna do once you return from your trip.
While you're on your trip, in order to get good footage, all you'll need is the GoPro or your cellular device. So first, we'll talk about the GoPro. With the GoPro, we won't go all into detail, but in the description below, we will add a tutorial on how to use a GoPro if you've never used one before. With the cell phone, you probably use your camera all the time, but here are a few things that I want you to keep in mind when filming on your cell phone. First, whenever you have a moment that you want you to capture, I want you to remember to turn your phone horizontally to get that footage. This way, we can match our settings when you bring back your footage. Next, I want to talk about a few settings that I want you to have on your phone while you're filming. Once you're in camera, you're going to see a lot of different options, but right now I want you to focus on record video. At all times, I would like for you to have 4K at 60 frames per second selected. However, if you get low on storage, you also have the option of clicking 1080p HD at 60 frames per second. I know you're probably thinking, what do I film? What do I get footage of? Remember, if you like it, we'll love it. So all of those things that give you that wow effect, capture those moments. Here are some good examples of what you can shoot while you're on your trip.
This was a study abroad faculty-led program for 1 week in Iceland where we studied sustainable business practices, and we were able to go from nature to the city life to companies. From the downtown, we went into the natural architecture of Iceland and enjoyed the waterfalls and seeing all of the natural beauty that Iceland has to offer.
I hope these tips help you get great footage while you're on your trip. If you have any questions, feel free to email us at videoservices@southalabama.edu.
Next, you will hear from Kylie. Kylie will explain to you the step-by-step process on sharing content for social media. The social media component is completely separate than your overview video or your recap video. This content will be used to share real-time content on our social media platforms, and Kylie will be working with you to get this produced. Remember, this content is not mandatory. This is something you can share along your journey with us so we can share with the rest of the University of South Alabama community. And this is how you would do it.
When it comes to social media, we would love to share your content in real time. Aside from the videos that you'll be taking horizontally, turn your phone vertically like this to be featured on our Instagram and Facebook stories. Some examples of this content could be takeovers, day in the lives, or even just highlights from your trip. Here are a few examples. This footage is not mandatory, but just some extra content that we can use on our social media platforms to highlight your trip.
We look forward to welcoming you back to campus once you return from your trip, and you'll meet one-on-one with one of our video experts to get all the content and the interview produced. Remember, even though we want you to capture good video, we want you to have fun and be safe during your study abroad program. This will be a great time for you to treasure, and we want to make sure we highlight those stories. We can't wait to see what you captured and being able to tell your story. So make sure to reach out to us if you have any technical questions about what to capture and how to capture. We're here to support you every step of the way when capturing this footage, so that way whenever you return, we got the right content to tell the right story. And as always, wherever you are, go Jags!